Today, I reviewed 3 of the most popular Minecraft PvP servers to find out which one was the best. If you're not already subscribed, please consider subscribing and you might as well like the video while you're at it. It would help me so much on my YouTube journey. Anyways, enjoy the video. Now, the way I will be reviewing these servers is by rating them out of 10 on these aspects: player count, lag, enjoyability, hit reg, minigames, player skill, and amount of hackers. The servers I played on today were Hyperlines, Minigames, and Hive. These are widely regarded as the best and some of the most popular PvP-oriented servers. If you're looking for PvP practice servers, next week's video will be about PvP practice servers, so stay tuned. Hyperlines is one of the most popular non-featured servers, and I was really hyped to play on it as I had heard very good reviews on it in the past. Here's how my experience went. For player count, I gave it a 7 out of 10 for having around 3,000 players active at all times. Lag on the server was neither good nor bad. I gave it a 6 out of 10 in the ping department. Obviously, lag/ping is dependent on how far away you live from the servers. I got 90 ping on the server, but it felt like more. Your mileage may vary. For hit reg, I gave Hyperlines a 5 out of 10. Hit reg on the server is either good or very bad, depending on if it wants to work or not. Sometimes I would get nasty combos, and other times I just wouldn't hit them at all. Here's an instance of me getting a nasty combo on someone. So as you can see in that clip, I did combo them pretty hard, I won't lie, but other times it doesn't really work like that. Here is an instance of me not getting such good hit reg. As you can see in this clip, there are some instances of me swinging at them but not getting any hits. I feel like this shouldn't be happening on a server that's this big. Anyway, for minigames, I gave them a 7 out of 10. There are not very many minigames, but there are very popular minigames, such as Sky Wars, which is being shown on screen right now, and Bed Wars. Sky Wars is like insane high-pixel Sky Wars, so if that's what you're looking for, I suggest you play Hyperlines Sky Wars, as it's the only one out of the 3 that has a game mode like this. Although, the bad hit reg can get annoying when playing Sky Wars, so you have to keep that in mind. Either you get insane Sky Wars similar to high pixels, and you get bad hit reg, or you get a very different Sky Wars, but with very good hit reg. So you have to choose here. It would be great to have both options, but you can't always have what you want. Here is yet another instance of bad hit reg. I was really hyped to play Bed Wars on the server as I had seen a lot of Java Bed Wars YouTubers. But to be honest, Bed Wars on the server is not that enjoyable with all the other bugs and lag that comes with the server. But if you want to play Bed Wars and no other variant, then in my opinion, Hyperlines is the best. The server also has the bridge, but like all the other minigames, it suffers from the bad hit reg on the server, which is rage-inducing sometimes. Duels experiences this more than any other game mode since it is solely PvP. In terms of player skill, it was very hard to tell whether or not a player was good, was hacking, or was just plain laggy, or they had good hit reg and I didn't, etc. This ultimately ruined the experience a bit for me. For the amount of hackers, it's again the same as with player skill because it was very hard to tell whether or not they were hacking or good or lagging, which was kind of frustrating to me because I didn't know if the reason that I died was because the person was hacking or they were just good. Now for the overall enjoyability of this server, I gave it a 5 out of 10 to 6 out of 10. This server was promising as it had a lot of players, around 3,000 at most times, had great popular game modes, but lag and bad hit reg made this server almost unplayable and frustrating for me. Nether games and Hyperlands are pretty much the same except for a few game modes, but all of them except survival games are non-PvP related on Nether games. If that's what you are looking for, then by all means play on Nether games. Moving on to the Hive. The Hive is the most popular Bedrock Edition server and is a featured server. This is the server I mostly play on when I am feeling like playing PvP game modes. For player count, I gave Hive a 10 out of 10. It's the most played Bedrock Edition server. What more could you expect? For lag, I gave Hive a 7 out of 10. I get around 60 ping, which is great and really enjoyable to play on. But remember that your mileage may vary. For hit reg, I gave Hive an 8 out of 10. Pretty much perfect, although it does lag sometimes, but it's the best hit reg by far out of all of the 3 servers. For Minigames, Hive got a 5 out of 10. For Hive being as big as it has very few game modes and only 3 PvP-oriented ones. Survival games, Sky Wars, and Treasure Wars. Survival games is nothing special, just your run-of-the-mill survival games. But it's the best survival games out of all of these servers. Sky Wars, as you can probably see in the clips right here, is not like regular Sky Wars, as you have to mine ores to get diamond armor, or you can get them in the ender chests at mid, being shown on screen right now. With the skill of players on the Hive, this gives a very competitive experience. And if that's what you're looking for, then great. Hive is probably the best server for you out of all of these. If you don't want to watch the full gameplay, skip to the timestamp on screen right now. Treasure Wars is like every Egg Wars / Bed Wars / Wars game mode out there. So again, not that special, but nonetheless, it is still very fun to play on. The main thing that makes Hive very fun for me to play on is player skill. I gave Hive a 9 out of 10 on player skill. Because of its popularity, it has the most sweats and good players. This can either be a plus or a negative depending on who you ask. For me, it's a plus. Whenever I play on Hive, I have a lot of competition. For amount of hackers, I gave Hive a 5 out of 10. On Hive, there aren't that many blatant hackers. Most of them use quote-unquote baby cheats, such as Scaffold, 3.5 block reach, and auto-clicker to name a few, which isn't that hard to deal with. However, these hacks are very hard to detect sometimes, as the person might just be laggy. In my time playing on the Hive, I have never encountered a blatant B-hopper or anything of the sort. This makes it easier for the hackers with baby hacks, as it is hard to know when they are hacking. Overall, this server is very fun with little to no lag, almost perfect hit reg, and when you play on Hive, you have to be ready for a challenge. 8 out of 10 server in my opinion, and the best ones out of these 3. So, you've made it to the end. In my opinion, the Hive is the best server out of these 3. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell to get notifications of when I upload. I'll see you all later. Peace.